All right, so it's been a long morning already, but with the morning being over and the afternoon upon us, I'm gonna go ahead and give my full honest review of the Inno Supps Lyte Shred formula that they just sent out to me about 2 weeks ago. You guys do know that Inno Supps has been on this channel a few times in the past 2 years, and they always look out by sending me out something to try and see if I actually like it. All right, so let's try not to focus on the fact that I definitely need a haircut. I know, but at the same time, that's not what this is about. This is gonna be a completely honest and transparent review, and as usual, I am not gonna sugarcoat this with you. I'm gonna tell you the absolutely uncut and what I think about the product itself, how it benefited me in my days that I took it in the past 2 weeks, how it may help you, and also the downsides of a product that is currently advertising certain things that I'm not exactly a fan of. So just to jump straight into this one, this is said to have advanced hydration and the ability to help burn fat. Let's talk about that. In order to have an advanced form of hydration, you would need about 3 or 4 things within a component to make sure that you are properly hydrating somebody. That being the 4 electrolytes that are typically in every single component to make sure you're properly hydrating somebody. Magnesium, selenium, sodium, and potassium. That is what any given electrolyte compound that you decide to take from any company should actually have in it. So if it doesn't have it in it, then odds are is that it is not exactly a quality form of hydration. The basics are essential in making sure that you are getting a quality substance, because a lot of times something can be underdosed, overdosed, and a lot of times because supplements are not FDA regulated or approved, it then turns into something where you think something is happening, but you're not under a placebo effect. I took this product in 3 separate ways in the past 2 weeks. I took it on an empty stomach, I took it fully fed, and I took it completely fasting. I think the day that shocked me most was the day that I completely fasted from food. Now, some of you guys may have saw my IG story yesterday, maybe not. Go ahead and go follow me on IG. But I posted that I had did an entire workout, entire cardio session, and then did a 5-mile run after that, and still did not eat any food. That may worry some people. That may worry a lot of people. But at the same time, it was probably thanks to the fact that I took this prior to my workout, and a lot of you guys are like, well, that's not fasting. Well, fasting is technically fasting from something in particular. So you can fast from like soda, fast from food, you can fast from an activity, but fasting is the break from something. So I was fasting from food yesterday. I will never fast electrolytes doing a dry. I would never do a dry fast. Couldn't catch me doing that if my life depended on it. I would be drinking water and electrolytes the entire time through a fast. I've talked about fasting a whole lot on this channel in the past. I'm not going to make this video about it, but I am going to say that while I was fasting yesterday, I didn't feel any form of hunger at all until about 9 or 10 o'clock. And to be honest with you, I still didn't even have to eat then. That's just the only time that I felt the need of, I could eat now. Did I end up eating? Yes, because I feel like I got all I needed to know from this. I had a pretty intense leg day yesterday. My leg day consisted of something you guys are going to see in the next YouTube video, so don't worry about that. But it consisted of intense lunges, squats, hamstring movements. It was pretty tough 4 movements that I honestly thought, well, damn, if I don't eat after this, I am going to be toast. I'm not going for a run. I proceeded to hop on the Stairmaster post workout and still felt amazing. Now, post my workout and my cardio, I didn't originally go into the day thinking I was gonna fast, but because after my workout I still didn't feel depleted or feel like I had to take a break, I was under the impression that I was perfectly fine, and I was. The main thing I was watching out for as I was going for this run was the same thing I watched out for a few weeks ago when I was fasting on accident and running, and I was watching out for the idea of me cramping. But even still, post-run, although I cramped a little bit towards the end, and very minor cramp by that, I think I was more so just tired or sore, I still felt amazing after this 5-mile, 50-minute run, which is actually one of my better times, but not my best time. This is something that is pretty solid and you can take to make sure that you are staying hydrated and full throughout the day so that you're not getting those cravings of hunger to go against your fast. Now, I want to go ahead and talk about a few things about the product that I not exactly was a fan of. All right, so there's a few things. 1, the claims behind metabolite and what it does for your body. It claims to be the world's 4th macronutrient, but at the same time, there isn't much studies to back this claim. And I highly doubt that it is the world's fourth macronutrient, because if it was truly a macronutrient, it would most likely be needed in the system. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people haven't ever thought to need something like metabolite in their system in order to get anything done or survive as a human being. The next are the claims that it will bypass your body's need to use glycogen as a primary source of energy in order to then turn your body to using fatty acids and rapidly increasing the oxidization of fatty acids. I also highly doubt that claim as well. Now, why do I find this hard to believe, and why do I not stand behind this statement? Because your body is not going to do something that it does not necessarily have to do. Your body is an efficiency system. So which means if your body has glycogen, that is the body's primary source of energy, and it likes to utilize that first. So it is always going to utilize that first. Your body does not like to have to utilize body fat, which is why it takes so much time for somebody to get into a deficit and start to see noticeable changes, is because your body doesn't actually want to let go of body fat. A lot of times that puts your body in a more stressful state, which can take you out of homeostasis, which leads to you having a weaker immune system, which leads to you feeling more fatigued and tired throughout the day, which leads to you getting weaker because of the loss of lean muscle and things of that nature. So do I stand behind the statement that it is going to rapidly oxidize fat cells? Definitely not. This flavor is peach. I think that a lot of people don't do peach correctly when it comes to it being pushed into a product form or a powder form. I don't think that peach gets done correctly. One thing about electrolytes, if you guys do know, they have a strong taste to them. If they are like some pure electrolytes, a lot of times you can taste the sodium, and it is a strong taste that tastes more like salt water or chlorine, and I'm not exactly the biggest fan of it. So I love when companies try to mask it. The taste for this, I have to give it a 5 out of 10 because it wasn't like bad, but it was like, okay, I'm not looking forward to drinking this tomorrow. And I like to look forward to taking something like a supplement, especially if it comes in a flavored form, because if I don't look forward to taking it, it's usually an unflavored form of supplement. For example, I don't look forward to taking creatine. I don't look forward to taking glutamine. I don't look forward to taking magnesium, but those are all things that come unflavored anyways. So it's not about looking forward to take it. I should look forward to take something if it's coming in a flavored component. Lyte Shred talks about offering a form of clean hydration. Why is this important? Because people don't exactly know a lot of times what clean hydration is, and it typically just means that it's probably caffeine free and sugar free. That's huge because a lot of people overconsume sugar and caffeine anyways throughout the days, and those are two things that can highly impact your production. Caffeine has been known to restrict blood cells and blood flow, and sugar has been known to cause crashes and a decrease in energy after you have an insulin spike. So you want to make sure that if you want to maximize your productivity, you are taking something that actually does have clean energy. And we can prove that because one, this is sugar free. That means that it doesn't have any sugar in it, and it also does not have any caffeine in it, and it is properly dosed with the magnesium, sodium, potassium, and selenium that is needed to hydrate the cells in order to keep you going. So that's a pretty plus side. Plus, the idea that metabolite actually does help with energy and being a form of energy that is comparable to caffeine is another plus to show that this is a pretty decent product when it comes to whether or not this is clean energy, and you can take this on a daily basis to avoid having those jitters or crashes from taking too much caffeine and sugar. A huge plus side to this is the amount of magnesium that is dosed into this product. I think that is a huge plus. It has 60% of the daily value, and if you guys know about how daily value works, that means that it is 60% of a 2,000 calorie diet basis. If you guys want to know the conversions, simply just do it based on your number at that point, and you'll be able to figure out exactly how much you need on a daily basis. So two of the biggest pluses from a product like this would be the optimal hydration through essential electrolytes such as sodium, potassium, and magnesium. And second would be the value of price. There isn't much research on the ingredient metabolite. That's the only reason why I would sit there and keep that one out of the loop. But if there's more research in the future about that product or that ingredient, I would love to hear more about it and see more moving forward, because I would like to incorporate something like that. If it did have science evidence to back it, I would love to know more about it to incorporate it into my lifestyle. But until then, I can't just make a promise that I would actually incorporate this into my daily lifestyle, unfortunately. Did I do it the past 2 weeks? 100%. Because there really is no harm in you trying something like this for yourself and seeing if it works better for you than something else may. And then if it doesn't, it doesn't. But if you guys do want to try this for yourself, go ahead and check out Inno Supps in the description below. I think I was pretty excited about this product, and I think I was pretty hyped. I would definitely go with the other flavor to try that one next, personally. But again, I'm just here to give you my honest feedback. Would I try this again? Yeah. With that being said, I just want to give a big thanks to Inno Supps for asking me to share this review and talk about this product. Next, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video.